So, my dear student, a very good happy Diwali to all of you. Okay, in our present class, we are going to discuss the IUPAC nomenclature of amines and amides. IUPAC of amines and amides. So, first question: why do I choose the topics amines and amides? My students are often getting confused in between these similar terms, that is which sounds very similar, not exactly similar, they sound similar, that is amines and amides, nitriles and nitrates, etc. So you should have the concrete and clear knowledge in nomenclaturing, IUPAC nomenclaturing of these two terms amines and amides from the very beginning of your session. Okay, so what is the formula of amines? Amines is NH2. Amine functional group is NH2. Amines. And what is the amides? Amides is RCONH2. This is CONH2. This is amide. Okay, this is amide and this is amines. So you can easily find the difference, although both the two functional group contain nitrogen atom, but amides also contain a carbon atom with the double bonds with an oxygen atom, but amine does not contain any carbon atom or oxygen atom. Okay, so before start the IUPAC nomenclature, I will prefer to discuss the types of amines. Okay, types of amines. Types of amines. Generally, amines are of three types. That is, first, 1 degree or primary amine. 1 degree or primary amine. Next, 2 degree or secondary amine. And next, 3 degree and tertiary amine. So, what is primary amine? Look, the functional group amine is NH2 and nitrogen, the nitrogen atom, you must remember the nitrogen atom should have 3 valency. So, 2 valencies here, forget about this, the 2 valencies are occupied with the hydrogen atom already, that is one hydrogen and this hydrogen atom. So, one valency is free and it is free to bind any alkyl group R. That means in primary amine, only one alkyl group is attached with the nitrogen atom. So, primary amine only 1 degree. Primary means 1 degree. 1 degree matlab 1 degree means only one alkyl group. Only one alkyl group. Similarly, in 2 degree or secondary, there is two alkyl group. One is R, one is R prime. So in secondary, there is two alkyl group. One is R, another is R prime. Okay. So these R and R prime can also be similar type. So last tertiary amine. So in tertiary amine, 2 degree means two alkyl groups are attached with that nitrogen atom. So in tertiary amine there is 3 alkyl group, R, R prime, R double prime. Okay, 3 alkyl group, that means 3 degree. So here I can write 2 alkyl group and here 3 alkyl groups. So there are 3 types of amines: 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree tertiary amine. Okay. So next we will move to the IUPAC nomenclature. So students, you are all requested to follow the whole class, and if you find it very important for you, you can subscribe. Okay, and without skipping a single second, you should watch this video and try to learn from this video every moment, every topic, every single item. And I will prefer that you should write down in your copy. Okay, this is like a class. You all are getting class in your classroom, school and private coaching, etc. And this is also a class, coaching class. Okay, so types of amine we have completed. Next, IUPAC nomenclature. So for amines, this is alkane, alkane plus amine. It will give alkanamine, alkanamine. This is CH3NH2. So total number of carbon atom here is 1. So 1 carbon atom means meth. That means it will be methane plus amine. Look, the E of the alkane, the E, last E of the alkane should be omitted in alkanamine. Don't carry this E in alkanamine. If you carry this E in alkanamine, your marks will be deducted. Okay. So methanamine, it will get methanamine. It will give methanamine. Very simple. So let's move to some typical example. So CH3 and uh, CH3 here, CH3. So what type of amine is it? It is a 3 degree amine because has it has 3 alkyl group attached with that nitrogen atom. So we have already learned that if the nitrogen atom consists of 3 alkyl groups attached with that atom, it is a 3 degree or tertiary amine. So it is also a 3 degree or tertiary amine. Okay. So what will be the nomenclature? Look, while numbering this type of amine, you should assume this is a amine. Okay, that portion like N R, that two are hydrogen like this, and the hydrogen atom, these two hydrogen atom, these and these, the hydrogen atoms are replaced by the two CH3 group. This is, it is CH3 and it is CH3, and this R is CH3. So it is the main skeletal. You can also assume this is the main skeletal, then this CH3 and this CH3 will be two substitution, and you can also assume this is the main skeletal. Okay, so I must write it in fair. CH3 CH3 and CH3. So if you assume this is the main skeletal, what kind of amine it is? Methyl amine. So methane plus amine. But here the two substitutions are present in at the methyl nitrogen atom. So N, because you don't give any number. So where the methyl groups are attached? Methyl groups are attached with the on the nitrogen atom. So N represent nitrogen atom. N for one methyl group and another N for another methyl group. One N for methyl group and one N for another methyl group. So N, how many methyls are there? There are two methyls, so N dimethyl. Look here, N behaves as number. So as there is a comma between the numbers, so there is also a comma between the two N's, and N and D, that is N behaves as number. So there is a hyphen between N and the obviously next letter. So dimethyl, N dimethyl. Here the rest portion, that is methane plus amine, means methanamine. N dimethyl methanamine. N dimethyl methanamine. Okay. So next, uh, CH3, NH, CH2, CH3. So what is the main chain? Main chain is the longest chain. This is the longest chain. So that is 1, 2, and there is a substitution at the methyl group. So it will be N. So it is a type of secondary amine because this is the methyl alkyl group R and this is the another alkyl group R dash and one hydrogen atom. So two alkyl groups, that means this is a secondary amine. So N methyl, because this methyl group which is outside the main chain is the substitution on the nitrogen atom. So N methyl, and now comes to the main chain. This is it consists of two carbon atom, that is eth. So N methyl ethanamine. N methyl ethanamine. This is N methyl ethanamine. And if you make it more complicated, that is CH3 NH, here CH3 CH3. So what will be the uh, numbering position? So you should write the numbering. Okay. So this is the main chain, and this is also the secondary alkyl group. This is the main primary alkyl. This is the secondary alkyl. So two alkyl groups are there. That means it is a secondary amine. So at first write N methyl, N methyl. Okay. So N methyl, and it is the main chain, that is one, numbering the main chain 1 2 3, sorry 1 2 3 4. Okay, so 1 2 3 4. So amine is present at the second carbon. That means here total number of carbon atom is 4. So butan, butan 2 amine, butan 2 amine, n methyl butan 2 amine, n methyl butan 2 amine. Okay. Now moves to the amide. Let's take the case of some amide groups. So let's go to the amide group. For amide, it will be like this. That is alkane for amide. That is alkane plus amide. And after combination, it will give alkanamide. Alkanamide. Here again, the E of the alkane is to be omitted after combination, that is in alkanamide. So very first example says 3 CO NH2. Here again, first you should one thing I forget, that is structure of the amide is CONH2. This is amide. Okay. So amide, in functional group amide contains one carbon atom. So it should give total number of carbon atom, and while you count the total number of carbon atom, you should take care of that carbon atom, that is amide carbon. Don't forget to include this carbon. So there is two carbon atom, 2 means ethane. So it will give ethane plus amide. So it will give ethanamide. It will give ethanamide. Okay. So next example, CH3 CONH CH3. Look, here again, like amines, the CH3 group is present at the nitrogen atom. So you should first write that CH3 group with its position. So where it is situated, it is not inside the main chain, rather it is present on the nitrogen atom. So it will be N methyl. N means nitrogen, and N here, like amines, N here behaves as a number. So there should be a hyphen. So N methyl. People, my dear students, look here ethanamide. So the nomenclature starts from E. So E is in capital, but here the nomenclature already starts from N. So you should not write M capital. Okay, because nomenclature has been started already. So N is capital, N is here, but M is not, is in capital letter. So N methyl, N methyl, this portion is completed. N methyl. Now coming to that main chain. Main chain consists of two carbon atom. So N methyl ethanamide. Ethanamide. N methyl ethanamide. Okay. And if and what should be the nomenclature? What should be the nomenclature? So you should first start numbering the main chain, and main chain numbering start from the carbon atom of the amide. So amide carbon atom is the amide carbon atom. So this, it is 1, it is 2, and it can be 3, or this can be 3. Okay, any of the carbon atom. And these two methyl groups are not in the main chain. It is outside the main chain on the nitrogen atom. Outside the main chain on the nitrogen atom. So you should first write this N for one methyl and another N for another methyl. And there is two methyl, there are two methyl, so NN dimethyl. Now this one NN dimethyl, okay, 2 methyl. How many carbon are there in the main chain? 3. 2 methyl propanamide. Propanamide. There is no gap. Okay. So we will move in our last example, and it is very easy example we choose. So we have chosen the benzene type. This is CH3 and this is NH2. So if it is only NH2, only CH, it is toluene. It is toluene. And if it is only NH2, it is aniline. But in our example, both the CH3 and NH2 are present. So here a competition arises between CH3 and NH2. So in this competition, NCH3 supersede NH2. CH3 will get more priority over the NH2 group. CH3 will get more priority over the NH2 group. That means the nomenclature will be ended with the toluene. So NH2 group is a substitution here. So you will get you will give the position. So this is the first carbon atom, because CH3 is the primary functional group here, primary substitution here. So what will be the second carbon atom? This one or this one? Preferentially it is the second carbon atom, because it is attached with an NH2 group, but it is attached with the 2 hydrogen. So these 2. So it will give 2 amino toluene. That means when NH2 is not the primary functional group, when NH2 is not the primary functional group, it is a secondary functional group, it is written as amino. So write down the method, write down the rule. When NH2 acts as secondary functional group, it is written as amino. It is written as amino. So my dear friends, today we should stop here.